Hey everybody, Minion Soldier Piracy Show, let's go. Alright, so the Caterpillar's modularity not being a priority. Is he triggered? Is he triggered? Is he gonna rant? No. No, because not a priority against what? Before you get mad, you have to kind of sit there and say, what is the missing information? What am I not seeing here? What's not part of the, what's not immediately obvious? And that's an important thing. Is it not a priority against basic flight system improvements? Is it not a priority against things like tractor beams, mining, salvage, scanning, radar improvements, user interface improvements so that we can actually see our UI or our cockpit HUD when we're flying into a bright planet or against a bright object, something that we've warned about since 2014, but apparently all fell on deaf ears, which is kind of why I make these shows. Things like that, things that affect every ship and just about every player. Now, certainly salvage and mining, not so much, but they are up there. So I can be understanding about that. As a longtime Caterpillar defender and a Caterpillar owner since 2016, yeah, I'm a big believer in this ship, and I'm excited to see what is possible with this ship. But, when I make videos where I rant about something, I rant about things that are, that are important, right? Things that I think matter. Obviously, the Caterpillar's modularity is an important characteristic not just of this ship, but it's also a mechanic that plays out across other ships as well. It's a big deal, but here's the thing: CIG has acknowledged. They've acknowledged that this is something that they are going to work out. This is something that they are going to build out, and they are going to make it work. So it's not really something to rant and rave about. They're saying, hey, we know this is there. Hey, we are going to work on this. But there are probably some core systems which require attention first. It's not a priority, but not a priority against what? That's when you can get offended. Like if they were to say, oh, it's not a priority against our new Big Benny's vending machine tech 2.0, yeah, get pissed. But if they're talking about IFCS, or they're talking about scanners or salvage or mining or something like that, these are kind of core systems to the game, so you can see how maybe the modularity of a few ships can be kind of put back on the back burner while they work on these things. That sort of thing doesn't really anger me because it's understandable. Whereas, say, something like the potential combat role of the Caterpillar. The Caterpillar has always been kind of marketed in a shady way as a pirate ship. And I mean, there is the Caterpillar Pirate Edition, though that is just a skin. When I look at it and I say, okay, so you've kind of marketed it as a pirate ship, what makes it the pirate ship? That's the information I would like. I mean, because potentially, should it be upgunned? Is there some added system that has yet to be implemented that makes it an ideal ship for piracy, that makes pirates want it? Is it just because of its low cost? And I say that with air quotes because the real world cost of the Caterpillar has gone up considerably since its initial sale. Inflation being the bitch that it is. But let's get some more information on that. Let's talk about that. Has that been acknowledged? Has that been discussed in in any kind of depth where we've gotten a better idea of exactly where CIG sees the ship fitting in that role? It's been marketed extensively and repeatedly as a pirate ship. So what exactly makes it desirable for a pirate? Now, if someone from CIG were to say, look, our intention with this ship is that it's actually going to be a very resilient ship. It may not look like it's all that heavily armed, but with the right modifications through item 2.0 and the right guns on it, maybe it can take a hell of a beating while delivering a lot of distortion weapon fire without overheating, almost firing them continuously, allowing you to snag or snare an enemy ship and prevent it from escaping, while the people who are in your attack group with you are able to further permanently disable the ship. Well, okay, that's cool. Then, all right, now I see its role. Now I see its value. Now I see how you see it as a pirate ship. Cool. Fully filled in. Or maybe it works in a different way. Maybe there's a system that we have yet to see. Who knows? Maybe those prongs on the front of the ship do actually serve some kind of piratical function. Who knows? But with just a little bit of information or a little bit of an idea, then it goes from being something like, okay, what's going on here, to, okay, you have a plan, you are attacking this idea. When the technology becomes available, cool. There are a lot of people out there with a lot of interesting ideas as to what you can do with a caterpillar, and certainly I would be within that camp, and I would be someone who is very enthusiastic about exploring different ideas or possibilities with this ship. But the prerequisite for that is basically to have a functional game in the first place. So if when they say not a priority, that's not a big deal to me. I don't really worry about it. I don't get all flustered about it because I understand that there are certain things that have to come first. And so as much as I love the Caterpillar, I'm not overly concerned about we don't have modules. Now, if someone were to release some info and say, here are actually some of the ideas we've been thinking about of modules, sure, great, fantastic. Oh, here's some extra concept art that we worked on in our spare time of what we could do with some of the modules, some of the things that we're thinking about. Why don't you guys discuss it? Fantastic. But I understand that it is not a priority before having a basically functional game. So, you know, when you look back at the old days and they showed us a whole bunch of ideas, oh, this could happen, that could happen, you know, very early on in the Caterpillar's journey towards being flight ready. It's easy as a Caterpillar owner, and myself as one, trust me, I understand, to kind of sit there and go, geez, I wish this was here. I wish we had these different modules. I wish we could explore these different ideas. But we're just not there yet. So it's something that would be nice to have now, but it is still something that they're looking towards in the future, though it is not immediate on the priority list, and that's understandable. So yeah, as a Caterpillar owner, I mean, I can speak for myself. I can't speak for other Caterpillar owners, but from my point of view, would I like to see modularity? Sure. Would I like to see all kinds of different Caterpillar modules and see what the real possibilities with this ship are? Sure. But you know what I would like to see more? Star Citizen running stable at 60 FPS or better. That's what I would really like to see. So that's the show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. So if you want to keep up with the latest and greatest in Star Citizen and Squadron 42's development, please follow us on our social media channels. See you soon.